Trying to close nail stores to find her toes. I'm dressing up my wife cause at night she even glows. Arm and Hammer, baking soda, something gotta give. I'm rinsing out my mouth, you know, washing out my jibs. Sipping on some tea while I reflect on what I did. Staking Hex for 15 years. I did it for my kids. Stress free, no bother. They never had anthem on the track.
Peace and blessings to everyone who's in attendance, who will be in attendance. Peace and blessings to you all. What's happening? What are we doing? You know, I'm not going to keep too much of your time today, but I got to get into a few topics. First of all, I want you all to know that I'm always ever so bullish. Each and every day that passes by, we're one day closer to the next all-time high for the dear coins that we hold in this community that has gotten me to this point. Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X. I'm unwavered. Let's preface all of this by saying I'm unwavered. It's deeper than about being labeled in a certain category that people want to label those of us who remain committed, focused, concentrating on what we like. It's deeper than that. And it doesn't have anything to do with becoming rigid or unwilling to participate with other tokens for the sake of just blocking them. Has nothing to do with that. It has absolutely nothing to do, because I personally myself know that when we're talking about decentralization, we don't have the power to block anybody from doing anything. This is why, part of the reason why crypto exists, so that no intermediary can have the same power that these centralized entities have in the real world over us. There is nobody, unless Richard just says, you know what, psych, I lied. These things are not immutable. Hex is not immutable. Sorry, it was a mistake. Discovered X, Y, and Z problem, flaw, bug, whatever. Unless he announces something foolish like that, which you can, especially at this point, you can't change what's already been created. That's immutable. But you get my point. Unless he says something else about the tokens that I like, that he's the author of, the originator. These things came from his mind, his creation, his input, his resource, his impact. Unless he says something otherwise, it's going to be Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X. There's nothing more to talk about. Like, there's nothing more to talk about. For me. I don't have the time. Let me explain something to y'all, right? Shout out to the chat. Finn Bear, Taryn, Godfather J6, Finn Bear, again, Taryn, Westcott Crypto, Westcott Crypto. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me just preface this by saying, you know, hate is a strong word. When people say that they hate, you know, they use it loosely. For me, hate creates some type of heat in my system that I can do without. I don't need the energy of hate, when especially just in life in general. right? I don't need to hate anything, especially in this simple DeFi crypto space. And I say simple because I keep it simple. I don't have the energy nor the interest to hate on anybody. This is why I'm going to take the opportunity right now to openly say that Westcott Crypto is creating his own lane, has been creating his own natural, emphasize the word natural lane, and kudos to him for that. Kudos to him. Congratulations to his efforts for helping to raise some crypto that could be donated to the marketing efforts for this upcoming movie that's going to be premiering next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. He had to feel through different attempts of people trying to front run him, dealt with it, stuck true to his mission and his vision, and executed on it. And I'm going to give him his flowers for that. Like, it's much appreciated for whatever it's worth. Those efforts that he made, many people talk about, many people who have larger channels than me, many people who have been in this community longer than I have, many people who have much greater followings as far as just people who follow them on Twitter and social media than I do, have seen what this man has done and can't find it within themselves to at least say, wow, good job. And this is supposed to be a community, right? This is supposed to be the hex. This is all, the bottom line is like this is all coming from hex. Hexagon, old and new, Pulse Chain, Pulse X. This is supposed to be a community. Now, we're not going to celebrate a win in a way where someone took the chance to do something on his own that he didn't even have to, and yielded positive results. And these people could go on spaces every day. These people tweet every day. These people, meaning these influencers that y'all exalt, that you guys praise, that you guys like, retweet, share, you gossip about them heavy. This is not worthy of being gossiped in a favorable way. This is not, but this is supposed to be community. It's just like the other astute, esteemed presence in this space called Pulse Disciple said. He said, yo, this is more like, this is so lawless. This community is just fragmented, similar to a shanty town. And that hit me in my system. Like, I know exactly what he means. Those of you who don't come from a shanty town or have no connections to any type of shanty town by way of lineage, or right, where your parents or your connections in life or where you come from, different countries, blah, 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 you have no idea. But some of us do. And a lot of people in here, this is why I used to say it too, this community is so lackluster. It's so lackluster. It's so undesirable. Like, I don't even talk to people about this community like I used to a year and a half ago. It's become something filled with ego, fake ego that's getting you nowhere. This man took a chance in a way where some people don't care, because a lot of people, what they do is they come into the community. They try to really, really connect with the community and pretend like they all about the community. They all about Hex, for example. Oh yeah, sure, Hexagon. Yeah, sure. Many of them haven't even staked the token. Many of them barely even want to hold the token. So they build their popularity, jumping on different stream. Y'all don't see these recycled attempts unfold how many times? This is the community now. It's supposed to be a strong community. And then when these people that build their popularity and fame from the community, offer the community, and present their illustrious token that they're about to launch, what do y'all go do? With no hesitation. A few of you give feedback and pushback. I salute y'all. But the majority throws everything they can at whatever donation, whatever sacrifice is going on, whatever pre-sale opportunity is happening for their newfound shiny project. From a new person who just came in out of nowhere, who wowed the community and bedazzled the community with their beautiful charm and wit. You're still waiting for certain things to unfold. You're still waiting for sacrifices to be manifested or launched. People still waiting. All y'all getting updates of an updates of an updates, announcements of an announcement of an announcement. You jump on people's timelines. You jump on a Twitter Spaces. You reliving the whole post-chain 2021 thing over and over again, because these sacrifices got you all rocked to sleep. And when a person in the community who's just basically a breath of fresh air, keep it real. And why I say breath of fresh air is because he's attaching himself to truth. He's attaching himself to truth. And the majority of the people in this space who talk, not the ones who are silent in the background watching, the majority of those who talk are afraid to align with the truth that this man is spewing, that I've been spewing, that other people in the community have been talking about, because it's not favorable. It's not popular. It's almost akin to you becoming a fudder. You fudding your own bags. How am I fudding my own bags? I'm not talking bad about Hex. I'm not saying to the world that I don't believe that the T-share rate can't improve the price of Hex. I'm not saying idiotic things like that, right? I'm not saying anything of the sort. You're gatekeeping though, because you're tugging on Richard Hart's quote unquote coattails. Meanwhile, these so-called Hexagon OGs, some of them, will tell you, oh, in the beginning, Hex was gatekept. Oh, now it's support this project, support that project, support this, support that. Hex is down, everything is down, but support these other projects, because if it wasn't for them making money to be able to afford supporting other projects, would they be able to still do it? Folks that have criticized other community members who created things in the community. You have people who criticize them for charging fees. Criticize them for charging fees for whatever services they're providing the community. Everybody's supposed to do the work for themselves, but Richard tells everybody, go work for yourself. So people go and do it. And then when there's fees attached, you got other people jeering, throwing insults. And then now, guess what they're doing? They're encouraging people to sacrifice, to donate, not to Hex, not to Pulse Chain or to Pulse X, but whatever they support. Meanwhile, 2 years ago, any Hexagon that created something and it was about helping the community and there was a fee attached was a traitor. Also, I guess the people now who switch sides just updated their worldview. Shanty town. This is what we doing? No, it's lawless. It's who cares. That's what it is. These guys that pretended to like this guy. He made a video, it went viral, sure. And all these people want to talk to him and cape behind him, this guy because he made a video and a song and it looked cool. And, people want to just attach themselves to the popularity because some of them have absolutely nothing to do and have no other ways to bring value to the community. And when the man really realizes what's going on and how he really feels and his truth and the truth of what this real crypto thing is about, and it's not aligning with whatever narrative or stories that these other people are doing, it's, oh no, you brainwashed, you toxic now. Why is he toxic now? Why are we toxic now? Like what is that about? What is that about? What is that about? Who's the one who's really brainwashed? Are you brainwashed in your selfish desire to enrich yourselves from everybody else? Because that's what it is. That's really what it is. Folks that used to ask for donations now are realizing the sums of money that you're asking for donations are suspect. They're suspect. They're sus. They've been sus for a minute. What did dude do last year that y'all ousted or so-called try to expose? The dude that ran Postcon. What did he do last year? Everybody vilified him because he asked for an exorbitant amount of money. And some of y'all caped. Some of y'all were like, oh yeah, this is my chance to make myself look like a good guy and go against this scammer. How dare this guy ask for X amount of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars for this conference? Meanwhile, some of these guys that talk crap about this guy, they looking crazy right now. Almost a year later, looking crazy in this DeFi community that we call Hex. It's a shanty town. It's a shanty town. It is. It's a solo sport. This crypto game is just you, your choices, and these blockchains and tokens is just, do not listen or follow anything that I'm telling you or I'm saying or anyone else. You have to make the decisions that work for you. And it's the closest people that are to you that'll show you something to show you how deep, how well they can betray you. 'Cause I see it all the time. I see it happen to people all the time. You don't think folks reveal themselves on Telegram groups, on social media, YouTube, Spaces, Discord. Give them enough time to talk. They will let you know who they are. You just got to be willing and receptive to see it. The man he exceeded his goal, yo. Exceeded his goal to help bring some kind of awareness to the urban metropolis over here, the people who use World Star Hip Hop, the people who are attached to those types of media outlets, to let them know about, hey, look at this guy right here. It ain't even about Hex. It's about the man, Richard Hart. But folks miss that. And he's 100% right. This is 2023. No one cares about the mail they get in the mailbox. What you dealing with, shoebox money? We're living in a digital age. Everything, the majority of so much that we deal with is online. Tap into that. That's how we even communicate right now. We don't pick up phones that are connected with landlines, Ma Bell and all that. We're using these devices to tap into to the internet, to communicate, to stay abreast of the information. No one cares about any damn postcard. Unless it's somebody's birthday, you go to the store, you buy a birthday sign or whatever. Here you go. But he's trying to really be creative here. You had all these people, 2021, 2022, that tricked off how much money, especially during the bull market, all this money, party here, conference there, trip here, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And when a person just brings up a new thought, it's almost like they become jealous. You hear things like, oh no, this platform was gonna, promote to world star, should have, could have, would have, whatever. It's happening now. Whatever you were going to do, you haven't done yet. So what's the point? It's just this deep-seated hatred that people have, going back to this whole thing. I don't have it in my system to hate anybody unless you're attacking my life, my livelihood, the lives of people that I have. That is a different story. Everything is a go at that point. But in general, who has time to really hate on somebody who you'll never meet? When you know you're safe and secure dealing with everything you're dealing with in this community with respect to the crypto, that's safe, relatively safe and secure, versus the garbage that's out here, yo. You got projects that are coming out that are so spread out. They're supposed to be coming out to post-chain, still waiting. They are so spread out. They're offering you an arm and a leg. They're offering you everything under the sun to make you feel like, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. So you're going to take away from whatever's been tried and true and dump your money in something that's proven nothing to you. This is the backwards mentality of people that I will never understand, nor will I subscribe to, unless you're trolling people in such a wicked way where all you're trying to do is rob from the people, man. You're going to lie to them as much as you can, as often as you can, so that you could take their monies away from the people, man. There is no way in hell. There is no way in heaven. There's no way presently on earth. You're going to tell me it makes sense, right? To come up on the scene and talk about your whatever you got going on is better than what the founder of this shanty town, no disrespect to Richard Hart, but the community has reduced this collective, this space, this ecosystem into a shanty town. There's no way you could tell me whatever you bring in is going to outdo what he's done, especially what Hex has shown that could be verified. There is no way I'm going to lend anybody an iota, pun intended, of trust. Remember IOTA? Trash. Remember Neo? Trash. Stellar Lumens? Trash. EOS? A lot of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. There is no way. And then that's the thing. Think about those garbage, those trash IOST, trash about Binance, Fugaga. Yo, do you hear these guys? These founders of these other chains, ADA, these founders of these other chains, support or talk to you about anything else? No, but these crybabies here, these selfish, greedy, for attention, clout chasing crybabies want somebody on the top, some kind of founder, to give them some kind of kudos and validation because they lack internally. You know, I don't see Alex crying for anybody's attention. Shout out to him. I don't see Alex crying for anybody's attention at all. And the community just basically bombed on him. They didn't accept him open and willing. But at least he didn't create a sacrifice or any kind of donation phase for anybody to give any money to on any level for nothing. At least he had the wherewithal to even apply that. And then he's just been benevolent all the way when other community members shat on him. Shat on him. The same community that shat on him, he saved. He saved the shanty town of a community that this is, yo. You got people fighting against each other over nothing, over ego. Who's right, who's wrong. Pettiness. Not realizing, listen, you in a space right here that a couple, maybe perhaps a year or two from now, folks are going to be dying to find out or wish that they could have been here where we are right now, participating in this space. We don't know what we have until we lose it. We don't. We don't. You got folks sending DMs to people just like, they'll say something publicly going against what you got going on and then tell you something else behind the scenes. Weirdo behavior. You're messing with people's money and livelihood. You don't care. That's why you act like a weirdo. You know? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. There's nobody in the community. Nobody. One person tried it. He's been quiet ever since. To try to talk about, how his stuff is superior than whatever Richard created. It's quiet for that community. Quiet. I'm not even giving them any burn, and I don't think y'all will really guess who it is anyway. I'm giving them no type of publicity, burn, nothing. Because that's just the truth. A person who comes from nothing, a person at the bottom, a person who's just coming, a no coiner coming into this space in this shanty town, this village. You think it's easy for a no coiner to just enter and understand and apply themselves? Knowing how many steps you have to jump through just to get to where we are? From being a no coiner to where we are. The learning curve is steep. It's disgusting. It's ugly. And on top of that, you're going to distract them with crap. Don't be mad at my project because, don't be mad. Don't be mad. I want to make money. They're not telling you that. They don't want you to be mad. They don't want you to FUD them. They don't want you to be critical. Because they want to make money. They're not doing you and I any favors. They want to make money. You know what's crazy? These dudes, them fiat guys or whatever, right? You know what's crazy to me? It's unreal how I tell you, man, people pick and selectively choose what they want to hear to respond to. When you look at the site, the thing about them is, for me, I'm going to be clear. Because I already made videos about them like, y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'. But I'm going to explain to you what I mean by you are wildin'. I speak with the ebonics. For y'all that don't really understand, because I'm multifaceted. I told you I come from a different dimension. It's not about whatever decks you have. It's not about whatever fork of balancer, GMX, and blah, blah, blah. It has nothing. It really has nothing to do with that. My issue is you opening, just by you meaning Buck himself, saying he doesn't see how the T-share rate will magically do anything for Hex price. That's just my issue. I don't know this guy from nothing, right? It is what it is. I don't wish anybody's project to hurt, to rug, like, but this has just been, this is what's happened historically within this space and within this community to date. But that's my issue with these cats. Like, yo, I mean, are y'all serious? T-share rate? You shitting on the T-share now? What's good with that? Many Hexicans seem like they don't care to even ask. Meanwhile, you're talking about adoption. You're talking about adopting to Pulse Chain. What type of adopting are you looking for? You want just anybody to just come onto Pulse Chain for the sake of the chain having the thousands of coins that it has? You want people to just acquire Pulse Chain, Hex, and PLSX? You want people to do a little bit of everything? What is the point? What is the point in telling Hexicans? That's the thing too. You're telling Hexicans you're doing airdrops here and there. The airdrops are amounting to nothing. Pittance, minuscule. And then when we bring that up, I have to bring it up. People have to bring that up because you're creating strategies and presenting information to people, making them believe that your DEX is offering pools and opportunities for people to utilize them like their mutual funds or index funds style type of thing, right? Balance more than just 2 coins, and you can also swap, and it's complementing the Pulse Chain, the godfather in this whole situation, the godfather, godmother in this whole situation. Equal opportunity, equal smoke, fair smoke for everybody. And then you're saying, oh wait, the main token that pretty much spawned all of this, the price ain't gonna go up because they went through its cycle already. And the T-share rate is not gonna help. And none of y'all Hexicans gave him any smoke. If some of y'all did, shout out to y'all. But you got people in the community who are new, who are coming, who are watching this, who are very astute, who are doing their research. They're watching what's going on, and some of them are confused because the people I've onboarded a while ago are coming to me with these questions. That's why sometimes I just end up talking my crap on the internet, like, yo, y'all are bugging out, because I understand it, I get it, but people outside looking in are looking at this and they're like, this is completely reckless, unorganized. These people, who you taking them serious? Look at the name of their tokens. They're not taking any of this seriously. They don't understand the culture. Meanwhile, a lot of people about Hex, they don't care. They really don't care. All they care about is themselves. They don't care about the community. Don't care about a community. How a new guy, relatively new guy, is going to be able to be honest, be genuine, and yield so much better results doing a fundraiser than folks that have been here years, 2020, and they can't even yield the same, or if not better than a new person that shows you that there's something happening. There's a paradigm shift that's taking place here. There's a shift. Understand that, folks. Understand. And this shift is taking place for a reason. Because people are tired of being lied to. People are tired of being taken advantage of. People are tired of being treated as if they're fools and they can't see through the nonsense. They can't see through the smoke and mirrors. They can't see through the illusions. They can't see through the veil and the wool that a lot of these people are trying to pull over their eyes. They're trying to really take advantage, and folks are tired of it. The same way that many of us were attracted to the polarized ways and nature of Richard and his words and his truth with respect to crypto, how that's appreciated, is the same way that some of us, we attach to that because that's what got us here and allows us to really see how if we utilize some of these principles, we can benefit. But when other people try to do whatever they're doing for their own selfish, greedy nature, oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a fundamental problem. It's a clash. And you're going to see something happen, whether you realize it or not, like it's happening now. It's happening now. People are tired. It's cute to see conferences, but it's conference of the same people. What's the conference of the same people? You know, it's the same. What about reinventing? What about upgrading? What about updating? What about remixing? What about just creating, just thinking outside the box? What about being receptive for new ideas, new things, new opportunities? No. Because when it comes to somebody who's not a part of the cool group, or who's not part of some type of fake good old boys club, they don't get the support. But behind the scenes is, yeah, go tap dance for us. Go make us laugh. Yeah, go entertain us. Yeah, because this is all we think you're good for. Oh, really? And then when you present something that actually worked from your idea, what do? Try to downplay it. They won't so much as even mention, but they want you to talk about them. They want you to do something for them, but they won't do something for you after you've been successful. They can't even give you the virtual okay from far away. And this is the community y'all talking about. This is the community you praise. I don't blame Richard for not wanting to come on stream. I don't blame him at all. It's embarrassing, man. This is an embarrassment. Right? It's an embarrassment, man. I don't blame him. People acted like they were like treated Hex like it was like the 300 Spartans. 300 versus everybody. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. This is watered down. It's cut. It's diluted. It ain't that anymore, if it ever was. It ain't that anymore. Sad. People don't understand that you're going to see new faces. You're going to see new people. You're going to see new interests. And let it happen. Allow it to happen. Welcome new ideas, new changes. How else are things going to grow? How else do you develop? How else do you evolve? How else do you see thousands and thousands of X's that you want to see? It's just you got some people who can't help themselves. They are degenerates. You look at them in the face. Sometimes you could tell by watching somebody in the face. You could tell because they don't even have to open their mouths. And you could tell that their disposition yields something real crazy in their lives, that they attach themselves to crazy behaviors. And then when they open their mouths and they speak, it solidifies whatever your intuition was telling you from the jump. And when money's involved, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You can't do what everybody else is doing. You can't do what everybody else is doing. A lot of these guys made their money already. They think they speak for you. They think they're speaking on your best interest, telling you they're not giving you financial advice. But when they're telling you what they're doing, what are you going to feel like? You're going to want to take into account whatever they're doing and do what they do. Meanwhile, they could afford to take certain L's. You can't. And when you speak like this, when you share things to people, you're considered a broke pleb, right? They resort to name calling. These so-called good people in the community rather hurl insults and throw names, telling you that they've been here since day -100. That they understand things better than you, smarter than you. Meanwhile, something in you tells you that they have no idea what they're talking about, and the proof is unraveling. If you pay attention, it's really they're exposing themselves as we speak. They're exposing themselves as we speak, people. For those of you who care, they're exposing themselves. For those of you who don't care, shout out to you. You're not missing much of anything. I just stay somewhat tapped into what's going on because I've been paying attention to this like all the time. This is crypto. It's part of my life. But people show you who they are after a while. They show you. I mean, it's just wild to me. It's wild how one person raised all these funds within a matter of 24 hours after he was shat on, disrespected by people you would be surprised at, like prominent, so-called fake prominent individuals in the community. Insulted behind his back, all that. And on the flip side, they're doing the same thing too. And can't recognize greatness when they see something that happened because they didn't do it. They're not humble. This is another thing about, people lack humility. They lack a sense of compassion. They lack, right? This human quality that we care to engender every now and then. They're too proud. They're too self-absorbed. They can't tell the man, yo, oh shit, Westcott, yo, salute. That won't go viral enough. But let him do a parody. Y'all gonna be so fully entertained. You're gonna say like, you're gonna retweet and say, oh man, he's just a good old boy, right? Good job. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Dino X5555 5555. No one talks about 5555 anymore. Talk about that. Nobody talks about that anymore. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long, man. You see, once y'all get me all, you know what I'm saying, you riled up, you know what I'm saying? It's your fault. It's your fault, but I appreciate y'all for that. No one talks about 5555 anymore. Yo, my wife told me the other day I'm low-key crazy. Nobody talks about 5555 anymore. Nobody. It's too long, right? 15 years, too long, right? No one cares anymore? Wow. Wow. I've never met. So, you know, something is going to come to head. There's a reality that I'm going to probably not mention right now. That's going to come to head pretty soon. Those of you who hear, you remember where you heard it first, you know? There's certain things that's going to come to a head because there's certain truths that are unfolding. People are exposing who they are. And that's going to continue to unravel because we have Pulse Chain, we have Pulse X, we have Hex, and we're going to have, you know, the bull market resurface. Folks forgot. And I don't even think that people really forgot. I think people really don't care anymore. They don't care. And they realize that their smear campaign to talk down on people who appreciate Richard Hart's projects, Richard Hart's tokens, because there's a smear campaign for that. That's not working. That's not picking up steam. That's actually like lukewarm. It's lackluster. Damn near impotent. Has no power. It makes no sense. It makes no sense for you to downplay. You've been a Hexagon longer than many, and you downplaying other people just trying to stay whole to those principles. Not talking bad about any other project until they scam. But for me, it's like, yeah, I'll go even further and say, y'all got to prove yourself before I do anything. Like, you're guilty before proven innocent. Time has to tell. Time has to go by for you to prove yourself, for the project or whatever you're talking about, to prove its efficacy, to prove that it works. This is supposed to make sense. This is about common sense. Sometimes I ask myself, where y'all come from? Who does that? Like, Randolph Schreiner. 100%. Yeah, you can't talk about the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't talk about the community anymore. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And utter embarrassment. Utter embarrassment. I just talk about the coin. I just talk about whatever I talk about when I talk about it and keep it trucking. Just because this right here is just, please. Don't care about none of that. Let's Scott answering Finbear. Look at that, man. You're doing the creator's work, man. That's the creator's work right there, man. Kudos to you. Everybody else can do other things, blah, 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 and get recognition. This dude, give him his recognition too, man. Give Westcott Crypto his recognition too, man. Real talk. Real talk. He didn't have to do this. Real talk. And he did it naturally, effortlessly. It wasn't even, you know, painstaking. You know, come on, man. Showing you like, all right, there's somebody there who's really not trying to fleece the community, not trying to just put a crazy, ugly ass number out there and get nothing back or get more back just for what? Oh, yeah, well, drop 6 figures for what? For what? But when you say that, it's all you just, trouble. No, ain't no trouble making nothing. It's not about being a troublemaker. It's about being real. No ambiguity goes a long way. Facts. It was hopefully it'll pay. Absolutely. It's gonna pay forward. What he did was pay it forward, and then show other people how it could be done. Because sometimes we just don't know. I'm traditional. I'm old school. In so many ways, it's not even funny. I didn't understand his plan, and I see that it works. So it works. Salute to him, because he saw something I couldn't see. Sometimes people gotta stand out, like remove yourself from your own way. Get out of your way. Get out of your way. Stop blocking your own opportunities and blessings, man. I mean, it's okay, right? Like, get out of your way. This is the guy who coined the community Shanty Town. Give it up for the disciple. Disciple in the building. Disciple in the building. I know I'm late. But give it up for this man right here, man. Keeps it all the way authentic. This is what it's about, folks. Standing on your truth. Standing on not only your truth, but the truth. That touches us all. That relates to us all. That's what we're here for in this crypto thing, man. My goodness. We're supposed to be having a good time. We're supposed to be chopping it up and talking about, different ways to DCA. Different ways to earn some money to be able to DCA if you want to DCA. What are the best ways to dollar cost average? Right? What crap, like, cause people keep it real. What crap coin you gonna get into to take a risk, try to make some money, and with the money you made, go DCA in what you love? No, it's not about that. It's about getting to this pre-sale of some music coin that you don't know nothing about, and it's just you hoping a prayer. You just hope it wins. You just hope it wins. What, you BMF? You Black Mafia family trying to buy a billboard somewhere and say, oh, the world is Hex? The world is yours? Like, what are we doing, man? That billboard to me reminds me of the NASCAR situation. It does. How many people are really going to attach themselves to a wallet? A no corner who drives by a highway, sees a billboard, and he's going, oh, that's interesting. Let's go to the website. Oh, cryptocurrency. What is that? And then get from that point, no corner, to our point. You don't think there's gonna be a bunch of hurdles they need to? Come on, sir. All these hurdles. Billboard. Drop the billboard. And like you said, if you got the money to waste, that's your business. You waste your bread. That's all may not be as effective. That's why he got so pissed off regarding the cars. And some people got butthurt behind that too. Because y'all dropped $600K on that joint. What was the return on that? Where was the return on that? $600K that could have probably just remained in Hex. How about this? I'm hearing there's upwards of 200 million or so monies that were sacrificed outside of Hex, Pulse Trade, Pulse X. Y'all are something else, man. Y'all are something else. Imagine if that money just were to remain in Hex. You think we'd be where we are right now? I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Y'all are amazingly weird to me. When you get upset when these things are raised and pointed out, how bizarre is that? It was already risky enough because we saw it take place. Pulse chain sacrifice, people dumping. The attention got away from Hex, even though Hex was still on his upward trajectory. This time 2 years ago, Hex was on his upward trajectory, but the Pulse chain sacrifice was on fire. So already you had dilution there. But who attached themselves with the liquid loans and all these other loans or whatever projects want to jump on the bandwagon for sacrifice or whatever. And here we are today, y'all. Irrespective of bear market, everything is down. We also downed ourselves. And continue to do that. Dude told Richard, I'm gonna get out of Hex. That's why I blah 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 Hex. I'm gonna sell 500 million. Richard said, "Good, congratulations, you sold your future." Today, you can't even buy 500 million on the market in one click. I keep saying that because it's the truth. Somebody dropped over 100 billion in Pulse X. You think 2 years from now, right? Sometime in the future, you're gonna be able to just buy that in one shot. Folks and these are people like, yo, man, this is why I tell you, it's a solo sport out here. It's a solo sport. Stop listening to people who you think know what they're talking about, because they don't. I've seen it. I've seen it just like y'all seen it, you know? Chris Crypto in the building. 500 more Hexicans. That's 500 more than yesterday. Goes from there. See, that's the marketing. That's the money. Yo, you know, he does his money. Look, man. You know, like we said in the back. Y'all, shit. People shine where they shine, man. I ain't mad at wherever you shine and you do what you do and your skill set is pristine. I respect everybody's skill set out here, man. I ain't even questioning nothing no more, man. Dude, you onto something, man. Who am I? Shit. I don't know what he knows. From experience, virality, that's shit. Many people in this community can't talk the way this. I've seen it. Yeah, a lot of y'all marketing cats and gals that act like, oh yeah, you know marketing and da. You haven't done what this guy's done. All you marketing cats, back on the marketing and shit. You haven't done so far what this guy's done. So allow what he's done to inspire y'all to rev it up. Rev it up, y'all. Rev it up. What video did anybody out here put out that amassed 99,000 views in 2 months? What song? What video? What word that Richard didn't even do? Okay, that amassed 99,000 views. Who did it? Who? Exactly. Your boy did it. Westcott Crypto. Yeah, he did it. So I can't, yo, man, salute, man. It is what it is, man. Salute, man. All facts. Oh, see? History, you see? I let the chat speak. I let the chat drop the jewels and the info Because you see, because sometimes, like my wife told me, I'm low-key crazy, right? So I move on with my life. She wasn't lying, like she wasn't trying to joke. She was really being serious. And I accept my shortcomings in life. I don't think I'm crazy, but she gives me examples and it gives me pause. So that's why I say what I say, not care. I'm a man of a certain age. But I look out the chat. Shout out to Finbay. You see the dude's name? Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. That guy. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, thousands of thousands he asked for. Yeah, where's he at? Where's he at? And some of the guys that came out to save the day, are singing a different tune. They saved the day in the name of Hex and Paul Shin and Paul Sex. Today are singing a different tune. How about that? How you like those apples? A year later, y'all singing a different tune now. That's crazy. And then judging the people who are trying to still remain committed to Hex. Remember that show, man? Yeah, exactly. I saw something else. Yo, speaking of that guy, I think he launching a coin. That other influencers are welcoming and supporting. Of course, yo, support that. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Because a lot of times, some people don't know any better. They think they do, but they don't know any better. And you have a lot of tryhards in the community, right? People chasing clout. Like literally chasing clout. They need that attention. It's effed up. I understand the social engineering and all this. I get it. But yo, some of these influencers that are supporting this guy couldn't even support Westcott in this success. But you're supporting a guy asking, offering courses, now presenting a coin because he built his popularity off the community. Not supporting him, but you couldn't even support Westcott Crypto on this thing. And feel so bad, you feel like shit that he was right. You can't even put your bullshit ego aside, your pride, and just give the man, not even give him, just like salute. Yo, good job, man. And this is a community, right? Yo, it's a new situation, right? New things are bound. There's a paradigm shift taking place. It's just what it is. What was going on before seemed like it was dirty. It was different. It was something else. But it's wretched right now. Like it's almost like yo, it's unraveling in a nasty way. What was going on before I can't speak about. Let me correct myself. What was going on before I can't speak about. And I'm talking about the whole of 2020. I can't speak about that. Even though I bought a bag of Hex that I messed up and sold. I can't speak about that. I wasn't in the community. I was in other communities. But what is going on right now? I got in at the top of 21. So now, oh no, it's something else. It's something else. It's something else. It's something else. No. It's unraveling. It's a paradigm shift taking place too. There's a lot of you old heads. Look, man, shout out to the old heads. I'm an old head in real life. But a lot of you originals in Hex ain't. Your influence is not being respected anymore. And it's proof. The proof is in the blockchain. That's just a fact. Your influence is not being respected anymore. Period. There's a reason for that. There's a reason. But I'm the crazy one. Shout out to my wife. Yep. What? You know? Hey, You and I both. I had hopes for Neo too. I like the smooth, sleek um, UI more so than the tokenomics. Tron to me was forever. It was just like lackluster, trash. Tron, man. Like, what, man. And then a whole bunch of other sidebar projects. You see, this is why I could talk crap about sidebar projects. Because I still have bags of sidebars that have amounted to not one chain, starter, killer, that was supposed to be a crypto wallet. Forget about all the other ERC20 stuff. Forget about all the other Binance stuff. Before Binance even came out, I was in crypto. Before Binance bought coin market cap, I was in crypto. All these ERC20 things, all these hourglass, reflector, ROI, all kinds of, I know myself. So none of these people, some of these people that's coming on the space right now, they're new for real. They're brand new. Like 2 years and under. New. 2.5 years new. And some of these project leaders, like, they have no track record. Trying to make you believe that they know what they're doing. They have absolutely no track record. Why are you risking your money with some kind of high school computer project? Some high school project. Would you throw your money? You gamble, you throw your money in some high schoolers that do a sacrifice. I might do it with a high school that do a sacrifice because God bless the youth. Not you funny style crooks out here. You know, I don't care, man. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, you know, you guys, this one, I'm on a space, I'm going to do the space. I'm going to do a spaces. Space. And space all day, hours at a time, talking about nothing. Because after a while, it turns into nothing. You're talking about nothing. Space. Where is the project that you were promising? Where is it? Oh, you know, there's been great advancements. And, you know, I'm going to give you another announcement of this update. That's going to turn into another update of an announcement. And very soon. They have no history. Nothing, yo. No track record. No patterns, no nothing to Joe, and you giving them money. And y'all are good with that. This is what y'all do. And I'm not saying you guys specifically, but this is what people do. And it's supposed to make sense. And when you talk about it, you're a toxic max. Yo, man. Ultra. Yeah, man, I tried, man. My wife thinks I'm low-key crazy. I got an XRP bag. Shout out to you, Finbear, with your Neo game. I got a couple Neo from back in the days. I got an XRP bag. You know what I'm saying? From back in the rookies. Back before they got sued. Before they were XRP. Ripple. Like, old, man. There's a history with all this. Folks don't even know. That's why a lot of you liquid loans, Power City, right? These people are new, man. Power City, you spread out. I hear you spread out. You spread out in so many different directions. How you gonna make one thing pop well to help the community when you're involved with so many different things? Reminded me of Jack Levin and Zen. How many different things in 9 months did that man launch? Got his popularity. Freaking maybe a majority of his people over there in that community are from Hex. And what has he created that created a smashing success? Out of all the coins that he's launched in 9 months, yo, after he got the okay from Richard Hart a year ago. I don't care, 21. He's the 21st brick in the Fubu building. To me.
So what? You worked in Google. Who cares? That means nothing in crypto. That means nothing here. People have created white papers, successful projects that have been created on paper bags. Successful projects that have been created in crypto, in DeFi, written on paper bags, and drew a snake, one snake. And that was the white paper. And the project amassed 85,000 or so Ethereum in about a month. You mean to tell me like your computerized, technical, whatever, blah, 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 background means something? It means nothing in crypto. It means nothing. Oh, no. Alex Synergy is the creator of Hedron. He is not at all, he is not the catcher at all. No, I hope you're still here when you're hearing this. I'm glad I'm saying it. Alex is the creator of Hedron and Icosa. He is not Dip Catcher. He is not Dip Catcher at all. A complete difference. Complete. Alex, when you hear Alex, Hedron and Icosa, he's not Dip Catcher. Dip Catcher created his own stuff, Maximus and all that, but his partner gets emotional and likes to talk shit about people in the community, which puts a bad light on them, especially because after Alex discovered a problem with the Icosa contract last fall, the other half of Maximus decided to go on Twitter and disrespect Alex and talk a lot of crap about Alex. Alex rectified the problem, made everyone not only whole, but more than whole within the Icosa collective. Soon after that, those guys, I think that it was at the same time they had launched a poly contract, and this was when, same time period, last fall of last year, a bug was found in that contract because they were moving fast. They wanted to launch, excuse me. They launched their contract, and soon after they launched the poly, they discovered there was some kind of a bug. This was after Alex found the bug in his thing and fixed the situation, the problem. Guess who helped save Poly and Maximus in that collective? Guess who helped? Alex. By doing whatever happened with the essay, the source address, CD, liquidity, blah blah blah, helped the whole problem situation to now whatever Hedron that's being collected in Poly is nothing or something about HSI thing, some craziness is almost like rendered whatever. Like whatever they were trying to do couldn't be quite completed. There's a bug over there. They got a bug in their contract, and that's something that they gotta wear for the rest of their career in this space in DeFi crypto. Unfortunately, that's why I don't really talk about whatever they got going on like that. I really don't. And especially because that other guy, he jumps out of the window and talks crap, quick to be emotional and talk bad about people. And I don't respect that, especially after Alex took it upon himself to save them out of a bad situation. That's a fact. You know? Yeah. Alex is the Hedron guy. You know? Guys, I will be breaking out. Doc Love in the building. What's going on? Not much, same thing. D-Hex 369. What's happening? What's happening? Finn Bear, glad you rock with me this long. And I know you said you were trying to stay up. Randolph Schneider said people can even check our heart. That's funny. So it was a bunch of ponies and we called it out 100%. 100%. 100%. People are tired of the fake community nonsense while we see lack of honor and low-key racism that's hidden. Like we can't smell a mile away. But we toxic now. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. I agree 100%. And they play Christian and they're going against tough. Is it 100%? Identifying his views and ideas is true. I've seen him go toe to toe with a so-called OG, you know, who's quick to talk bad about other people and claim that you're a Christian and you align with other Christian quote unquote founders in the community because you share your ideas in Christ and blah blah blah. There you go, arguing with disciple, and disciple quotes biblical scripture, and there was no feedback, no retort, no nothing. But this guy's, you know, talks about how he praises, you know, all these principles of religion and all this stuff in Christianity, and look what happens. Come on, man. Same guy who doesn't know how to even give credit where it's due, because it's all about ego for these people, and these are original people in heads. But it seems like it's just, again, the shift is taking place. These things are happening in a way because the timing is divine. It's meant to happen the way it's happening. It's meant to happen the way it's happening. There's certain things that do not need to grow, right? They need to exist so we can understand what we never want to become, but they don't actually need to fester and grow. Because you shouldn't feel bad for wanting to just simply focus on your hex bag, post chain, and post X. That shouldn't be something that's vilified. Other people will support other coins. That's fine. But just because you don't doesn't mean you're a bad guy or toxic. It's crazy, man. $100%. We stand on truth over here, man. You're already, man. Okay, man. That was what he was saying. Oh, so they post-trade, post-section, the last cycle. Exactly. Teaching people how to just, you know, take care, hold on to their own crypto, not trust third parties, all these things. And it's just like it's absent. No one talks about long-term staking anymore. No one talks about 5555 staking ladders, enjoying how to just create rolling stakes or creating passive income in such a way or whatever. You know, everything is about some E-hex versus P-hex and just this trading type of mentality. Like just trade, but you know, it's just wow. You know, no one's ever gonna say no, nuke your E-hex stakes because they know they'll be retarded. Like that's incredible. That's just buffoonery. That's disgusting. How you gonna talk about E-hexes? Whatever. I already talked about this already. But you know, those guys, they're not gonna encourage people to emergency end stake their Ethereum stakes. Their stakes on Ethereum. Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Forget about how there's two other ghost chains. Like if you had your stakes before September 14, 2022, yo, man, like I tell you, man. Oh man. Oh yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. Solo sport. Spread the word, man. Crypto's a solo sport. It just is. Spread the word. I heard this from a content creator. His name is Stunner Breezy. Been in crypto for a while too. He's doing his own thing on the other blockchains, and his, but him and I used to have go to war with each other years ago. But since then, it's just water under the bridge. And one of the most realist, wise things that he said, crypto is a solo sport. It just is. It really is, person to person. He said, I'm bored to friends today. The microphone is pointing the wrong way now. Sounds like you're talking into a tornado can. Oh snap. That microphone's broken. Now I get why I often miss your life. I had watched the notification to the worst option. They forgot the HSI. The auction have to be unwrapped. Oh, what, those Maximus guys? That's crazy. Folks, be well as always. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Stay strong, stay vigilant, be healthy. Okay? Peace.